Hello again, everyone. This is Davine with Notarix. We are located in Newcastle, Delaware. Um, number one on the map, I would like to say. If you Google notary near me, a lot of people have told us that we pop up on the top of the chart, which is nice. Today, I am doing another video showing my apostille process. um, I currently have a contract with a online university that has their headquarters in Delaware. So I'm a Delaware notary, um, mainly. I am commissioned in other states. However, they made me their preferred notary, which I'm so grateful for. And so I have 41 documents here. To send in for apostille today, which is going to 19 different countries. So usually when I get the documents, the manager, or you can probably call him the representative of the university, we have to sit down together and notarize all 41 um, declaration of authenticity. So he signs that. I have to attach a certificate because obviously there's nothing on the declaration of authenticity for a notary to sign. So in that case, I have to attach a acknowledgement. So it's called a um, acknowledgement. Um, so after I notarize the acknowledgement, I have to attach it to each individual document which belongs to separate students. So apart from that, I have to do an apostille request letter for each country, not necessarily each student, but each country. So currently in this batch, we are sending these apostille to 19 different countries. Previously, I believe it was 18. This batch has 41 documents and 19 countries. Yeah, so what I do for my process is I put all the documents together, um, separate the countries, then tie them together. Like you can use like a rubber band or something. I feel like that makes it easier for the Secretary of State or the Division of Corporation to sort through. And I also personally pay for everything upfront, because I trust that the university will, pay me back my money and in, good timing. And they have done that, I must say. So I will continue to do it that way. The first time was a risk. I didn't know how long they were going to take to really pay me. They did say by the end of the month or the first week in July. And I must say, money came into my account yesterday. So I'm very happy about that. Now, I'm going to show you guys the documents, how I sorted them out on my counter. Now, these are all the documents. I don't know if I'm going to say all the names right, but this is going to Niger, Egypt. This is Jordan. We have Kenya, Tanzania. We have Lebanon, Cameroon, Nepal, Germany, Qatar, Thailand, Saudi Arabia. Most of the packages are between Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates, Austria, Myanmar, South Africa, Nigeria, Ethiopia, and the Philippines. So the documents are already sorted in the different countries that they will be going to. And this is how they'll be going to the Secretary of State. Now, Personally, I used to drive up there to drop documents off, and I learned, early on in the game that they do accept FedEx. So for Delaware Secretary of State, it's by appointment. You can't just walk in and get an apostille done. You have to call, get an appointment, and it's not always next day. So let's say if my customers are need a next day document done for apostille, it can be done. However, the trick is to FedEx it overnight with the apostille request letter. And there's another form. Let me get it. There's another form that's called a State of Delaware Division of Corporations certification sheet. So you can just attach one of these to just one to your package. This is how they know what you're requesting: apostille slash wholesale and FedEx. For the return, for me, I have a FedEx account, so I mark FedEx and I put my account number for FedEx. So they'll just um, order the label and send them back to me because they're not the ones paying for it. So that's how I get my large packages of apostille done in a timely manner. Um, I sort them by countries. I attach a apostille letter to each, and I FedEx them overnight to the Secretary of State. And once everything is in order, um, wet signature for Delaware, I must say, it cannot be done remotely. It has to be a wet signature. So whoever the representative is, that person has to sign in front of you, and then you have to sign and notarize that as a notary. However, not every document will need to be notarized. Just saying, not every document will need to be notarized. However, um, to authenticate these university documents, the declaration of authenticity has to be notarized. Therefore, that is why I notarize all 41 and then apostille all 41. And a little bit about my fees, not necessarily for this because the university, um, of course, they're giving you a large amount of work. So their fee upfront, their fee is different from everybody else. So I charge anywhere from $175 to $200 per document. Um, if it's a same day document, I'll charge $200 because I'm gonna get that rushed out for you FedEx overnight. Or if I'm lucky enough to get an appointment for the next day, I would drive up there and wait for the document. But to be honest, to me, you get the same result if you FedEx it overnight. Call, make sure they receive it. Once they see that's the same day document, they will complete it. So that's a trick for Delaware. I don't know about any other state because I haven't apostilled in any other state yet. Okay. So, well, that is it for me for today. Um, thank you for watching. Bye bye.